So we are off to Muir Woods. First things first, fill up with gas. Early morning, Davis, California. Very quiet. En route 80 towards San Francisco. This is California agricultural country. Highway 80. This is near Vallejo, Discovery Kingdom.
Discovery Kingdom.
Oh yes, I see a Six Flags sign there too. Hazard reported ahead.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left onto US 101 south towards San Rafael.
Now we're getting there near Muir Woods. Turning
In
onto
1.2 miles,
Avenue.
turn left onto Sequoia Valley Road.
Biking around here. This really looks like California.
Deer there on the hillside.
This is what roads are like in California hills.
Onto Muir Woods Road. Then turn left into the parking lot.
Arrival at Muir Woods. Advanced reservations required. So that's the entry to the car park there. It's pre-reserved online reservation for parking. And now we're getting ready to enter Muir Woods. Okay, so we're gonna head this way to start. There's the formal entrance to the Muir Woods National Monument.
Oh, I have to eat this. Okay, thank you.
Welcome to Muir Woods National Monument. Welcome to Muir Woods.
Oh, cute.
Time for photo. Oh, it's a GoPro. Take photo. Welcome to Muir Woods.
You're right, you're right.
Let's go check out the Canopy View Trail. Becomes a little more rugged here. Well, still rising here and definitely getting out of breath as we approach the end of the Canopy View Trail. Still on this Canopy Trail, not sure where it ends. It must be pretty near the top. A few other hikers ahead of us there. question was under or over. These guys have opted for under. Okay, so we're going to go this way. And here's the hole. No problem. This was a secret way up, not secret, shortcut ladder for those that don't want to make this round trip to the hairpin. Well, this was the shortcut. Not really designed as a ladder, I think, but some people are using it as such. And again, the hairpin just up there. But we're going to continue along this way. Some running water directly below us at this point. We have another decision point here. We have Camp Hallis Eastwood to the right, or Redwood Creek Trail to the left. This is to the right. So we will choose left. There's the Redwood Creek Trail. So this is the direction we are not going. And this is the way we are going. I think we can fit through here. We're entering Muir Woods National Monument now, so where were we? Don't know. So I guess we've reached the spot here, which is a bit of a decision point, but maybe not for us because we're not ready to go back yet. So we started here, parking. We made our way up here, then we took this trail, the Canopy View Trail, all along here, and then back down the Fern Creek Trail, and now we're here on the Redwood Creek Trail. So I guess we'll probably carry on this way. Now we're back on the sort of what we'll call the main trail again, which is paved. So we're now at this point at the end of the paved trail where we have options of Bootjack and Ben Johnson trails.
Left. I mean right.
That's Bootjack and this is Ben Johnson. So we're now going to try a little bit of the Ben Johnson trail. This is Bridge 4. So this is actually a continuation of the Ben Johnson trail, which we are not going to do today. We're going to head back in this direction towards the main lodge. That's back to the lodge, but we're going to take this trail off to one side here in the direction of Bohemian Grove Trail. So we are traveling along one side of the cathedral here. And across the other side of this mini valley, we see a trail at a lower level. Maybe able to make out some hikers there.
Talks 15 minutes, and we're going to talk about this canyon and how it became known as Muir Woods. I had a visitor the other day ask me if I gave them poison ivy. I said, that'd be cruel. I would never do that. Not poison ivy. We'll talk about the ecology of these coast redwood trees. You crush the leaf in your hands, that's how you get the smell. We'll talk about what's happening with the salmon in the creek today. So I call this area home now, but I've worked at Haleakala National Park on Maui, and I've worked at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island, and I call Muir Woods home now. So I've been here about 6 months. These coast redwoods were also found all over the world at one point in time. So they were found in North America, they were found in Europe, they were found in Asia. The coast redwoods, they only grow along the coast of California now. So this is where they live, from basically down south Big Sur to the Oregon-California border, and that's it. They've been around for 2 million years, so they go back to the age of the dinosaurs. And these are the tallest living things in the world. They go up to 380 feet. So my colleague says they're so tall because when you lived with dinosaurs, you had to be tall, right? Otherwise you get stepped on. Yeah. So survival of the fittest. These are the tallest living things in the world. These are some of the oldest living things in the world. They live up to 2,000 years old. Pretty old. These trees in Muir Woods, they're about 160 feet on average. 260 feet is our tallest tree. So the tallest trees, Redwood National Park, Northern California. This tree is about 160 feet here. Ours are, 600 to 800 years old. This tree is probably on the farther end age range. It's probably about 800 years old. Yeah, about 160. So there's 3 types of redwoods. There's the coastal redwoods. These are the tallest of the 3. 20-foot diameter is the biggest. The giant sequoias, which is like Sequoia in Kings Canyon, those ones get wider but not as tall. Those get 40 feet diameter. And then there's the dawn redwoods in China. So they're all kind of cousins. These are coast redwoods though. And what does the leaf smell like before I get too far ahead? What does it smell like to you? I've heard all kinds of things. It's actually California bay laurel. So it's like the bay leaf you might use for cooking. This is a stronger type of leaf, and I don't use this one for cooking myself. But some folks on my talks are like, yeah, I'm from the area, I use this in my soups. This is the tree that grows in the back with the long arching branch, and also across the creek, the big tree up above. This is a California native plant, California bay laurel, bay leaf. It's related to the bay leaf, but not quite the same. It's a little stronger, a little more pungent. I bring it up because the Coast Miwok Indians, the first inhabitants of this area, would use this as a medicine, as a decongestant to make tea. They'd eat the seeds as a food source. And so this is an area they might come to harvest these resources. Coast Miwok Indians, the first inhabitants of the land here, were here 10 to 13,000 years ago. They might come to this forest. There were 20,000 Coast Miwok living along the coast here to harvest resources. They might come here and actually in the fall when it's wet, set the forest on fire so they can more easily hunt deer and harvest the bulbs of some plants, maybe the seeds of the grasses when they grow back. The Coast Miwok Indians, a little sad history is when they were colonized by the Spanish. There was disease that spread, there was a genocide against them. They went from population 20,000 to population 80. Positive note, they're still here. They help us to guide the park into the future and help us to name places in the park too. So when, for the last 170 years in this country, we've been putting out fires in this because fire was seen as a bad thing. There's a character who wears a hat similar to me, and maybe you guys remember the character. And what did the character say? Yeah, Smokey Bear. Yeah, I feel like he said a lot of things. He said like don't play with matches, and kids don't play with matches and don't smoke. But yeah, Smokey Bear talked about the campaign against fires, right? So fire has been seen as a bad thing. So what's been happening in the last 170 years is we've had all the dead trees standing and all the branches on the ground. So now when we have a fire, instead of a small fire that the Indians would light, in the fall, the fires we've all been affected by wood smoke in the summer months. So we get 100,000 acre fires, million acre fires, right? So we're looking at what the Coast Miwok did, and those are called prescribed fires or controlled burns. And so as you walk around Muir Woods today, you might see some black charcoal on the trees. That's actually from a fire in 1845, so it looks like it just happened yesterday, but it's about 170 years ago.
There's the gift store in Muir Woods, and I have one item I want to show you here. Out of stock right now, but it must be about 25 years ago. I purchased a tree here, a little baby redwood, brought it back to New York, and it promptly died, as did that of a friend of mine who did the same. But it seems like they're out of stock right now. It was a very cool thing. Too bad it died. This is where they should be, but I guess they're out of stock. Toothpick holder, very pretty, but $45. Hello, Chippy.
That's adorable. Chipper.
That's a chipmunk. Hey, cutie. There's a deer in there. And here we are. We're hitting some traffic on the way home. Looks like a 41-minute delay predicted. Yeah, maybe we should just go and have a glass of wine in Napa Valley. Traffic's still moving very slowly. So we're very close to Sonoma Raceway here.